Yes, hello, welcome back to an episode of the Arsenal Playthrough with me, Dr. Benji FM, and today we have some great games coming up for you. But before we get to Leicester and PSG, let's talk about what we've missed since we last met then. So, Sevilla was the last game, and since then, Villa and Bournemouth were two wins that were they were brushed aside. We then had an FA Cup game against Manchester United, which I thought simply could go either way. I thought we would win it or we'd lose it. I didn't think a draw was very likely just because of how many goals we score, and I was right. We got battered. And then we had a 4-1. I could have shown you this one, but I wanted to get both PSG games in, along with Manchester City and Leicester games. Obviously, there's a bit of history of Leicester after the 6-0. So, United beat us pretty comfortably, 4-1 at half-time, and that's how it ended. 4 shots from us, and if you know anything about the way we play the game, that isn't very common, so not great from us, I have to say. But this team that played in this game is going to get some redemption. They're going to get the opportunity, by and large, to play this one and see how they get on. The only injury, though, is Danny Rose won't be able to feature in this one, and it's getting better at 29 years of age, which is always nice to see. So, let's run you through the team then, as we go into this game against Leicester City, who, of course, beat us 6-0 last time we played them. Donnarumma in goal, Mike Mona, Koscielny, Van Dijk, and Kurzawa at the back. Fred and Arthur in the centre, Gabriel Jesus on one side, Hazard on the other, and Asensio behind Lukaku. After the 6-0 drumming they gave me last time, I'm nervous. Mike Mona. That will never get old. Okay, then this is the Leicester team, of course. Leicester third in the division, don't forget, and it's not a bad side, actually. That back line, particularly. Peruzzi Alonso with Reyes and Tonelli in the centre. Mignolet in goal. Not particularly the Leicester side we've seen in the past. Iheanacho, though, is still there. Andre Gray, Jason, MacArthur, Gruitch, and Mark Gulbrighton remains at the tender age of 30. 30? That it feels like he's been around forever. He's only 30. I'm finding it difficult to believe. Right, then, we are shooting from right to left in this first half against what is a decent Leicester side, so let's have our wits about us, please. You can see them there, like third in the table, and we need to keep winning to keep Manchester United, keep batting them away. And we do have to play them, of course, still this season, so that's a danger. Iheanacho, he's already struggling. Look at that percentage. Oh dear. Asensio said, "Oh, you want to see a low percentage? You just give me 1 second, mate." Thank you very much, Marco. I appreciate you chipping in. Now it's a battle between them both. Iheanacho's gone below him again. It's 73, but there's a match going on. We should focus on this. Ball's played up then towards Jesus. It's not great. Iheanacho to Gray. Two very fast, pacey, dangerous strikers for Leicester. As the ball's played into the middle, Mark Albrighton. It's a danger. It's a danger. Donnarumma McClaim. It's a danger. I think that could be a t-shirt. I've not had a t-shirt for a while. It's a danger. Could it be the one? Right then, keep going out there, lads. You can still win this one, and well, Koscielny's motivated. Now, we are attacking, which I think is curious because it might be worth, in this sort of game, just stepping off the gas a little bit and playing a little bit more reserves. As I say, two very pacey strikers. We don't want to be caught out, especially when they play wingers. So we'll go to the counter-attack. We'll see for about half an hour how that goes. Oh, we were nearly up there the half an hour. Arthur gets it away to Hazard. And we are on the counter, of course. Can we do that? Lukaku, we've got players flooding forward. Good grief. Lukaku plays it across to Kurzawa, who's got a big opportunity. Oh, and he scores! Sorry, there was an air of shock there. I wasn't expecting that to go in, but he does. He makes it 1-0. Lavin Kurzawa, assisted by Romelu Lukaku, gets the finish. You can see Lukaku drives forward. He's got so many men running forward with him. Look at that all of a sudden. You think they've just had a corner. Remember, Leicester flooding back. We're flooding forward. And then Kurzawa, of all people, beats Simon Mignolet with a ridiculous finish. I actually think Danny Rose is far better, but whatever. Right, Asensio's got a bit of an injury as well. We'll get him off. We could bring on a Iwobi maybe, or put, here's an idea. We'll put a Iwobi out on the left and put Hazard behind Lukaku, put the Belgians next to each other. They'll enjoy that. And Iwobi, every time he's played for me, has actually done pretty well. Time is ticking away here. This should be, I don't know, this would be a very happy 1-0. Happy 1-0. Iheanacho, though, driving forward, plays it across to Andre Gray, who's still got options there. MacArthur with a strike. I don't know if that's saved or if it's just gone over. It's not a corner, so it was a missed opportunity. 93 minutes gone, and then that should be that. And the redemption of the 6-0. I mean, it's a danger. I don't know where that's coming from. Kurzawa, though, with a goal that seals it. 68 minutes on the clock, and he got his goal. Leicester without a shot on target in this one. 58% possession for us as well. So a solid win. Good, because we need to bounce back. PSG coming up, and they are bad. But I mean that in sort of the sense of the bad, a bad boy is a bit like, oh, he's good. But he's bad. They're bad. PSG are bad. But what I mean by that is they are good, which is probably confusing everything. I'm thinking about doing something a bit risky. There's some Premier League games happening. We've got PSG, and I don't think Lukaku is as deadly against the top sides. And I know he scored against them in the past, but I think what might suit us better, especially in a game like PSG, is a man like Dembele, a man like Lacazette, one of those two to come in and feature, because they've not had a lot of game time this season, but I think this period now, got some really big games coming up. It might be time for one of those two guys to step up. I guess it's something to think about as we go into this game. I'm just wondering. I think Lukaku's a great option, but I think he's a bit battering ram, and I think against PSG, you're going to be given a little bit more space, perhaps. And I want a player who's going to be able to exploit that space, and I think while Lukaku can do that, we've got better options. This would be a this would be a bold move to now bring in. I'm probably thinking Dembele, who's very quick, dangerous, sort of a counter-attacking player almost, and suitable at the complete forward role. Go on then. Of course, we also have to take out my Kimona, who isn't available to play at right back. I'm going to play Rob Holding there, who isn't an absolute natural there, but I just think is probably better suited slightly than a Durande, who I don't think is massively settled yet. Right then, here is the game then as it's set. This is set to be quite an interesting one. We'll put Ozil on the bench. I think we'll put Mahrez on there as well. Two players that I use quite often. So why not? We'll take Iwobi off. Right, here we go. And this is a massive game here. Donnarumma in goal, holding Koscielny, Van Dijk and Kurzawa. Although there's an option now to bring Danny Rose back in. And although Kurzawa got the goal, I do think Rose is a better defender. So Fred and I might bring Matic in for this as well. I'm going to bring Matic in as well. This is management. That's what the channel should be just called instead of ForTheFans FM. This is management. Matic and Arthur. Yeah, I think there's a nice balance to that. I think the experience for Matic might be important. Look, forget all those red arrows. He's good at the role. Hazard, Jesus, Asensio, Dembele. That looks deadly in my book. I guess we'll see. We're quite attacking, of course, and PSG, as I'm sure we're about to see, have got a pretty good side. Not bad. Mbappe, Cavani, Neymar, Milanovic, Savic, maybe, Casemiro, Carrasco. That's a very good set of players, that front four. And then Bellerin, of course, who we sold for 105, one assist. I mean, he got 8 for me, so bad deal, PSG, for 105 million. Who knew that wouldn't be a great transfer? Right then, the games begin. Cavani and Mbappe to kick us off, and here we are. And this is the biggest game of the. Is it the series so far? It's up there. I mean, we're actually in the Champions League for a start. The first highlight then. We're 33 seconds in. Ball played in, and it doesn't find anyone. Now Dembele, lots of work for you to do today, my friend. Lots of expectation too. Neymar, worth saying, started the game not at full capacity, which I think is probably good news. Right, we have a highlight to treat ourselves with. Carrasco, quite a few Belgians on the pitch, although actually I'll take a Lukaku off, so not so many Belgians. As Neymar plays forward, Mbappe, whose ball's back is good, and well, Cavani with a big chance to put PSG 1-0 up, but it wasn't to be. Goals going elsewhere. Rashford, Werner with goals. Vitola, I think, had one. Arthur with a corner, though. Can we get ourselves on the score sheet? Not quite yet. Rob Holding, though, and the space out wide, if he wants to find it, goes towards Hazard, which I don't think was the best option. But Dijk picks it up into Asensio, finds Jesus on that side. His shot on goal is saved. But, well, I mean, a good effort from Jesus. Corner on the other side now. Asensio to whip it in towards Koscielny. Cleared. He will get another opportunity, though, to put it in. He plays it to Arthur on the edge of the box. Koscielny, can we work an opening? Maybe get a shot off on goal. Matic tries to find a through ball. Doesn't quite get there. And now it's Danny Rose on that far left side. Can he get a ball into the middle? We'll never know. Great highlight, everyone. Building from the back. Van Dijk gives it to Rose. He finds Arthur with a great ball to Jesus, whose shot again is saved. He's having chances. Mahrez is thinking, I'd score that. And I'm wondering too, would he? 36 minutes gone, though. It's important not to concede early in Champions League games, especially when the away side is so good. Danny Rose, though, into Matic. And so far, the balance of the teams looks pretty good. That from Arthur, though, isn't the best. But the clearance isn't going to find anyone. We get to build once again from the back. And so far, we've done a pretty good job at that. But Holding gives it away. And then Mbappe pounces. Casemiro. There's a bit of an overlap on that side as well. Bellerin, though, decides to go back across. Mbappe looks for a ball forward. Can't find it. PSG still threatened, though. Out to Neymar now on this side, who's not really done much, and finds Cavani with another big chance and another big miss. Rashford's got a 41-minute hat-trick against Dortmund. They're looking really good. And Red Bull Leipzig, 2-0 up against Barcelona. Timo Werner's loving life. But here, though, 0-0 at half-time. And we've still got a big job to do. We'll go passionate. We'll say it's time for everyone to dig in and give something. They didn't seem that bothered. And at the break as well, we gave the chance to Dembele. We've not seen too much from him. I'm thinking brave double change. I'm thinking Mahrez and Lukaku to come on at half-time, which I think in a game of this magnitude is quite bold. But I'm a bold kind of guy, so let's see how we go. Very rarely do you find me using italics, viewers. And that's for the Dr. Benji FAQs out there. Get on there. What does he like, bold or italics? Bold is the question. Bold was the answer. The question was, what does he like more? PSG forward again. Neymar whips the delivery, finds Carrasco, and it's not quite going for... Well, it didn't quite go for them there. Hazard, though, in a deep position, goes back to Donnarumma, which I wasn't massively in favour of. And now PSG again, playing a 4-4-2, remember, which is a little bit strange, but it does give Neymar sort of licence to go wherever he likes. It's Cavani now with a big opportunity. Donnarumma with a big save, and it remains 0-0. This is a very tight game. I don't know if I'd take a 0-0 here. I don't know if you'd have offered me that at the start, would I be happy with that? I might be happy with it now. No, Cavani again heads over. They are dangerous. There's a temptation to go on the counter-attack, but I just think that being on the front foot is better. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Holding into Asensio. Can we get a goal in this game? Mahrez now, of course, on as a substitute. Picks out Danny Rose, who's miles out. Asensio. Can we get a shot off, maybe? Not yet, at least. Rose back into Arthur, who loses out. And now Mbappe finds Cavani, and it's going to be all on Donnarumma, who... Oh, I don't know what's worse. I don't know what's worse. We have to move on quickly from that, as there's another chance. Arthur, Asensio finds Eden Hazard with a striker. We've hit the post. Oh, what is happening? What happened with Cavani and Donnarumma? 3 dimensions. We need to know. We can't live not knowing, viewers. We have to know what happened. So here it is. This is the incident. Cavani runs through. I'm none the wiser. PSG forward again. Options on this left-hand side for them, and ball into the middle is good. Carrasco, chance, Neymar, Donnarumma again with a save. This is a very back and forth game. It's a bit too open, actually, and I am now debating going to the counter-attack for the final, however long, as Cavani with a big opportunity. He gets the goal. I'm going to go counter anyway. I just think we can maybe sit off them a little bit and break on them. If they think they're going to get more into the game, then their tails might be up now as they've got the goal. But let's face it, that has been coming. The Cavani goal. The ball's played forward by Carrasco. Again, it's good forward play from Cavani, you've got to say. And the finish isn't bad either. Donnarumma, he's saved a lot of shots, but that one he couldn't quite manage. I guess the question is, do we make another switch? Asensio is tiring out there. We'll bring on Mesut Ozil. It's a big occasion. Come on, Mesut. 15 minutes to go. I mean, it's a big occasion. I'm bringing on Mesut Ozil. What am I thinking? PSG finally have made a change. Draxler comes on for Neymar. I mean, Carrasco's struggling. There's injuries all over the shop. That could be big for the second leg. But an away goal for Paris Saint-Germain. And after the success against Leicester, there's disappointment, it seems, against PSG. And the game is probably going to end 1-0 them. And it does. Which sets up an interesting tie next time out. I mean, we'll see what happens in the next episode. But this was an up and down one, I think it's fair to say. Great team talk. End the episode with love with care. If it's been until next time, I'm ashamed of myself and I'm trying to end this as quick as possible. If you enjoyed the video, do leave a like. If you want to see some more, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for the support in yesterday's video. If you could see something similar today, that would be superb. And I'll see you again soon. What a danger.